Yeah, I remember in Central Washington, some guy was like, he had like no teeth in the audience. I kept looking at him, or it was like they were kind of fucked. And I was like, is that like meth or heroin that you lost your teeth? And he goes, yeah. Then he like held up his drinks, like 7 years sober.
Wow.
And I was like, but you're holding, like you're drinking a beer.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, it's not meth. It's like, fair. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I had an experience like that. I was in Bombay Beach recently, and I was chilling with this like custodian dude at the local bar there called the Ski Inn.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I love that I've stopped partying. He's like doing a shot of Jameson. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I haven't smoked meth in 2 weeks. I was like, what? First of all, you haven't really stopped. And two, is this not a party to you, dog?
Where you been and where you going? This is Ari's travel show, yeah. We're gonna talk about travel today. It's You Be Trippin, yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to You Be Trippin. It's a travel podcast. It's one of the only podcasts that has never owned a slave. We're still in talks for some later stuff, but as of right now, we are slave-free, going on almost 2 years. Every week we go to a different place, and today, my guest is Andrew Callaghan.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All Gas, No Brakes back.
All Gas, No Brakes is back as of 2 days ago. So we did it, and I'm stoked, bro. This is my first travel podcast I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done every kind of podcast, but I'm excited to get into the nitty-gritty of the road.
Nice. Okay. Where do you want to go? Where do we go?
Well, I've been on the road for like 2.5 weeks, so I got a brain full of travel game right now.
Okay. Usually it's out of the country stuff.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm down for that too.
Have you been anywhere wild or stuff? But although you really are an American.
Yeah, but when I was like 19, 20, I really was into international travel. Like I went to Vietnam and France and Spain, all these places because I wanted to like expand my consciousness.
Yeah.
But then I noticed that like running those backpacker circuits, I was kind of meeting the same type of person.
Yeah.
A lot of times. Maybe that's just because I was staying at hostels. But it was like they'd always hate on America. When I meet Americans abroad, they'd be like, I'm just traveling because like America's so bland and I feel like I want to experience real culture. So I'm here in like the Philippines and I'm like, dude, wait a second. I'm going to go back home and figure out if it really is bland.
Oh.
And so I've been traveling domestically almost as a reaction to that for all this time.
Interesting. Because also, you're right. Those people are all on the same path, the backpacker route.
Mm-hmm.
The I hate America thing is really lame.
They just have this notion that America is like this bland, melting pot, homogenized spot.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense if you're from like the suburbs of New York or Massachusetts or even like Orange County, California. But then when you start getting into like the nitty gritty, like I just came from Cajun country in Louisiana. Then I was in a Texas German town called Fredericksburg. And I just left this like Gullah Geechee coastal settlement called St. Helena Island. And now I'm in New York City. And I'm like, damn, I may as well have just traversed the entire planet.
All right, let's talk about America then.
Yeah.
It'll be way better. You've seen it all. So, like, okay, good point though. Usually when you're in another country, sometimes it does this thing where it like shines a light on your own,
which is great.
Yeah, but then it could be better or worse. But that's interesting. Where you're like, America's all bland, and you're like, no.
It's just harder to explore because like not everything has been totally colonized by tourism, as is the case in a lot of Southeast Asian and European countries.
Not everything has been colonized by tourism. So,
yeah, because the history is like more recent, you know? So not everything has been memorialized into like some crazy ass museum. Like France was around in like year 1200, if not earlier.
Yeah.
So pretty much every chapter in history has been mummified into a museum exhibit of some kind. The frontier history of the US is still evolving. Like Vegas is growing at 4 times the pace. That'll be a museum exhibit in 500 years, but right now it's just a bunch of casinos.
What have you found? Like there was in American Gods, he was like, no, New Orleans is like a different country.
Yeah.
It's like actually not America. We just put a border around it. Like, you know, Hawaii too. It's like, that's really not America.
Dude, all of South Louisiana is like a different country. Like, as far as like the Creole, Cajun, and insane like Caribbean history, it's like a blend of everywhere in the Western Hemisphere.
What are the people like when you get to rural?
New Orleans is like its own planet.
Yeah.
Southwestern Louisiana is like Lafayette, Church Point, Breaux Bridge, New Iberia.
Church Point, Breaux Bridge? I've never even heard of these places.
That's like rural Acadiana, so Acadians.
Yeah.
That's where you hear like Zydeco and Cajun music. And like the kids ride horses of all races and creeds.
Clifton Chenier, king of the Zydeco?
I actually have only met one Zydeco musician. His name was Donnie Broussard. I met him at a bar at 11 a.m. last week.
In Louisiana?
Yeah, in Church Point.
Where the fuck is Church Point? Damn, I've never even heard of this.
It's a sick place. Shout out to my homie Justin. He let us stay at his house for like a week up there. Well, I actually met Donnie Broussard in Mamou, which is northwest of there. But yeah, Church Point is considered to be like the heart of, Cajun country. That's Cajun Mardi Gras.
What?
Yeah. So there's multiple Mardi Gras. In this one, I think they chase a chicken around town, and whoever catches it is like the man for a whole year.
I love these fucking
Sick, right?
It all comes off like some sort of like animist mixed with like religious Christian.
Yeah.
And it was like a way to control people. Like, all right, I'll give you a party. We'll do a couple year old things.
Yeah.
Chase a chicken and then.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not like an explicit reward, but it's
Yeah.
just like the social validation of like, you caught that chicken, bro.
Literally, that's the only picture about Church Point.
Really?
Yeah. On here. There's nothing else. He usually has a bunch of pictures.
Yeah.
Damn. Where have you liked? Tell me about some places.
In the past couple weeks,
Yeah.
dude, Charleston, South Carolina is pretty sick.
I love it there.
Yeah, I never really understood what was dope about it.
What-
And I started going to like West Ashley and like some of the neighborhoods that aren't in the peninsula, the tourism area. And there's
Yeah.
like a cool street culture there. And just the people from there are sick.
What do you mean?
Like the low country, there's people out there who just have boats. They just go out and drink on the boat. And there's dolphins in the marsh and stuff. People fishing, living off the land.
There's a type of person now that I've discovered, like lake person. It's like rich trash.
Yeah, I can't think of the exact word for that. But they have a lot of that stuff at like Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. Where it's like they're not rich, but in Missouri they're rich. So
Right.
they may as well be.
Deep Creek and Deep Creek Lake in Western Maryland.
Yeah. You from Maryland?
Yeah, and it's just like you just see these people like I'm putting this on them when they're like, when I was growing up, I could barely afford one Bud Light. Now I've
Shit.
made a lot of money, and I drink 30 Bud Lights. It's like, you know what I mean? Like no taste change.
What do you think are the top 5 Maryland cities?
Oh, I mean Baltimore's up there.
Yeah.
Annapolis, but Annapolis blows. And Baltimore is kind of wild.
Is there any hidden gems out there that people don't know about?
Yeah, Western. No one goes Western Maryland.
What's over there?
You're looking for hidden gems. This is what you do.
Well,
them.
I go to Maryland a lot, but I'm always stuck, in damn Dundalk.
And then out here, let's just find Maryland. Out there is like over the Chesapeake. It gets weird and different.
Oh, there's like a strange.
All this shit.
Oh wait, have you been to Tangier Island before?
No,
Do you know what it is?
in Maryland.
So if you look in the Chesapeake Bay and you follow those tiny little islands or islets at the very bottom of the map, that last island is called Tangier Island, where they speak this perfectly preserved 1800s Elizabethan English.
What?
And there's only about 2,000 people there, and they have tourism, but they have the most unique, English accent in the Americas. And that whole place is about to disappear within 40 years because of sea level rise. So it's a whole ongoing situation. But if you get some time, look up Tangier Island dialect. How these people sound, you just wouldn't believe it.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Why have I never heard of that? It's a crazy thing when you don't even learn about your own state.
That's how I am too.
Where are you from?
From like Seattle, pretty much.
Okay.
I don't know shit about the state because I left as soon as I could.
On this island, we can say that our parents were born.
So this guy's got a more normal one, but those two guys talking on the porch, like,
Crazy. It's like Philly,
apparently this is how people used to speak during the colonial times of Virginia and Maryland.
She was behind the counter. She said, "It's a Lolly Jack." I said, "Who's that, Mom?" First permanent.
Who tells you about these places?
Dude, I've just been deep into the like linguistic rabbit hole recently, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing a project on endangered languages.
Okay. Like what?
There's Cajun French, Gullah Geechee, which is like a Charleston, South Carolina lowland dialect.
Endangered why? By the internet?
The internet's one factor. Also, just like stuff like bridges and highways.
Letting people come in and out?
Yeah, but you can see it's really about cultural isolation if you think about it. So if you go to Williamsburg, there's people speaking perfect Yiddish there in one of the most densely populated parts of the country. Amish, Mennonites, people like that. So it really has to do with like kind of not letting outsiders in to poison the well.
It's weird when you hear those, like the I don't want to call them yiddle diddles, but I do like saying that. But even their English accent is like something. I'm like, wait, you're from here. Forget when they're talking Yiddish, but like,
yeah,
like how do you have an accent being American, fully American?
Yeah.
Isolation.
Isolation, like strong cultural connective tissue that like keeps people tight knit together.
Right.
You know?
I have this theory that because of the internet, we're not going to have any accents anymore.
So that's kind of the root theory of the documentary that I'm working on, which is like, is that true? And I think that it's mostly true. But then you see groups that are like, for example, if you look at the Amish or the Mennonites in West Texas, their kids don't have phones and they keep the accent. So I do think it's the internet that flattens people's dialects for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're exposed to like other ways of talking instead of
Yeah.
never hearing another way
But then
of
there's
talking.
also like people who become popular online and then people start talking like them. Like when I was a kid, Chief Keef was the most popular rapper and we started saying shit like "Eskada," or we would say beep when we would make some money because that's the sound of a money counter. We'd say shit that he would say
Yeah.
and that became like regional dialect. So the internet can both preserve random dialects and throw others to the wayside.
And spread some. Interesting.
Also like Duolingo and shit. Like if you look at the Navajo Nation, which is the Native Americans in Arizona,
Yeah.
they're able to keep their language alive because they can have the kids do Duolingo and you can use AI to translate the stuff they like Minecraft and Disney into Navajo.
Into that.
So
Wow.
it's kind of a double-edged sword with the internet because it allows like you can teach kids stuff easier
Yeah.
as far as keeping languages alive, but it also flattens a lot of shit too.
Damn. So your documentary's about preserving these things?
It's like a 7-part series. Each is about a different language that's endangered in the U.S.
Where are you going to go?
Hawaii, Alaska.
Hawaii, is that they got an accent for sure.
Yeah, but also like native Hawaiian language has like 5,000 speakers left or something. Even the language that most people think is Hawaiian is just Hawaiian Pidgin, which is like a hybrid of English.
Hey guys, breaking into today's episode to let you know a little bit about the guest Andrew Callaghan. He is famous for all gas, no brakes. What a show that is. Kind of changed the game on like interviewing adults. You can find him on Instagram at andreww.me, Channel 5, lo siento. Channel 5 on Instagram for his news show and All Gas No Break Show. That's at All Gas No Break Show. And his website, channel5.news. I will tell you that I messed up. I didn't realize till after the episode that he is a big RV guy. I should have done one about RVs. Oh, I messed up. Would have been perfect. Andrew, if you're listening or watching, come back on. Talk about RV life. I mean, there's a real shortcoming on my side. RVs, why don't you guys tell me? You just said he travels. RVs instead of America. Anyway, that's it. Please subscribe or wherever you're watching or listening. Go and click on the link at the bottom of the screen. Get your You Be Trippin shirt that you can find right here on my body. You Be Trippin stamp. Also stickers, You Be Trippin stickers, Jew vinyls, much more, all at arishafir.com. Follow the You Be Trippin Instagram account at You Be Trippin Pod, and that's it. Let's get back to the episode. Yeah.
The Alaska shit's pretty crazy. There's this one place I'm really excited to go. It's called St. Lawrence Island. It's a small sovereign island in between Siberia and Alaska, where they speak a combination of Inuit, English, and Siberian language, and it's called Siberian Yupik. But it's okay. So if you look right in between Siberia and
Alaska?
Russia, you see that
This?
big ass island.
This
That's
one?
St. Lawrence Island.
And whose is it?
It's owned by the United States, but the tribal authorities who are like of Inuit, aka Eskimo background, they own
got
it.
it.
So we had to like apply through their tribal council to even be able to go there to film. But Savunga is like their main town. It has like probably around 1,000 people, and they killed all the polar bears, so it's like safe to walk around anywhere on the island because they're not gonna fuck with you.
They on purpose?
Yeah,
They killed them
because
all?
you know polar bears are like pieces of shit.
Yeah, that's what they say, right?
Yeah.
They just come. They hunt people.
Yeah, like other bears, they have like you can like calm them down.
So
Polar
they just
bears
went
are
and
just,
killed
like,
them all
pieces
to
of
get
shit.
rid of it. Like, all right, it's
Well,
cool
they're probably
now.
their ancestors did because they're like, man, things would be great if those people weren't. Not
Yeah.
people, if those fuckers weren't roaming around.
Does everybody have one of these like snowmobiles?
I haven't been out there yet, but
Oh,
like,
you're going.
yeah, and I'm going in the summer, obviously.
Look at the difference between this one in the summer and this one in the winter.
Yeah,
God, it's gonna blow in the winter.
and you know who's trying to shut them down?
Trump.
No, PETA.
Really?
Yeah, because they hunt whales up there. If it's not PETA, it's something similar. Basically, like, it's illegal for you to hunt whales, but they have these tribal protections. So they'll go out there, they'll fucking spear 1,000-pound, if not more, endangered whale that's like technically, there might be 100 of these whales left or something.
Yeah.
And they'll take it back to the village and eat the blubber for the rest of the year. And the whale people are like, we don't give a fuck. Dude, the whale
It's
people,
tough. We're like, where we're living off this.
the whale people are so obsessed with protecting the whales that they're
Yeah.
like, they're on Facebook messaging the grandchildren of the elders who are in elementary school being like, you need to kill yourself. Like, it's fucking, I gotta show you some screenshots.
Yeah, dude.
These fucking whale people are nuts, dude.
Really?
Yeah, the whale protection community may as well be like ISIS.
Aren't you allowed to eat them in like Norway and stuff? Don't they just like, oh, here we're fine? Is that like non-endangered ones?
I don't know, man.
I've had whale burgers before, and it wasn't like a deep, dark alley.
Well, it wasn't like eating a pangolin in Wuhan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was just like, what do we have on the menu?
I just know that you can't just go out there and hunt whales in Alaska
In Alaska.
unless you have some kind of tribal order.
We got to get some tribal protection.
You and me do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, really get like living our lives.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dropped dynamite into like the pond in Central Park. You know?
RFK style, bro.
Yeah. That's right. Damn. So tell me more about American places then that you loved
Dude, well, there's so
or that
many,
you hated.
There's so many layers to it.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's places that everybody loves, which I call level 1 cities, that you could not even be a traveler and you'll like it. New York,
Like what?
New
Okay.
Orleans, San Francisco before tech.
Why do you call them level 1 cities?
Because you can be a level 1 traveler who doesn't even know like how to find cool shit and still have the best time of your life.
Yeah, just wander around, you'll be fine.
Wander, because it's so stimulating that you're like, most European cities are like that.
Paris
too.
is like that.
Yeah, they're just so
yeah.
beautiful. It's like an energy that you can't escape.
When
New
I
York
went, I
City.
was like, where are the good cafes? Like, how do I find a cafe? And people are like, dude, just, you're overthinking it. You'll find a cafe.
Exactly.
Just walk.
And that would be a level 1. A level 2 would be like Philadelphia, Detroit, Chicago, Minneapolis.
Why?
Because they're sick, but you might not be able to pick up on the energy immediately. You'd have to kind of write a little bit of a plan for yourself.
Okay.
3,
3.
Dallas, Phoenix, Oklahoma City, Jacksonville, Florida. Places that like you're going to have to work a little hard to have a really dope time.
You've been to Fort Worth?
Yeah, I like it.
It rules.
See, that would be a level 3. So if you get to the Metroplex, you're sitting at DFW, you'd have to ask a couple people, yo, should I go to Arlington or should I go to Frisco, Texas? And they'd be like, or should I go to Deep Ellum, Dallas? They'll say, no, downtown Fort Worth, find a biker dive bar, you'll have the best time.
It really was great.
Yeah.
We went to their Billy Strings and we're just like, let's wander around. I'm like, oh. It
Sick,
seemed like
right?
authentic cowboy shit.
Dude.
Like people are dressed up to go dancing with their wives, but like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
In that cowboy gear.
Dude, I'm so happy you're showing love to Fort Worth right now.
Really?
Yeah, because like it's really sick. I'm like not a lot of people drop Fort Worth.
No, they don't. It's
Yeah.
Dallas if. Usually it's Austin, but then it's like Dallas or Houston. But like, damn, Fort Worth, I've just never
Yeah.
been there and it was awesome.
Level 3s normally have like really cool neighborhoods that you can find and great people from level 3s compared to level 1s.
Right. Level 1's no one is friendly.
No.
How could you be?
But everything's so beautiful that it doesn't even matter. But there's an elitism that people have, like real New Yorkers, like they think they're like
Yeah.
second coming of Jesus.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
What, by the way, San Francisco's coming back.
Think so?
Yeah, tech has abandoned it already. So it's bottomed out and is on the rise. It's still terrible.
I hope
but
so.
It's back heading that way.
What makes you think that?
Tech was staying there.
Yeah.
They were using it and they weren't from there. They drove the prices up. No one could stay there anymore. So they had to move to like San Jose and shit like that.
Yeah.
But they left. They all
Yeah.
left.
But where's the rebound coming into play?
The artists are now getting cheap housing.
Oh, so prices are going down finally.
They have to. It's like no one's there anymore. And
Well-
it's homeless like crazy. It's like you just can't keep raising the rents when no one's here.
Well, the landlords tried to gaslight the public between COVID and 2023, where you say to your landlord, like, hey, every business is leaving town. Everything's vacant except for Salesforce Tower. And then literally the real estate blocks would be like, no, don't worry, dude. And now they have to be like, all right, fuck it. We'll drop you down from 1,000 to 800.
Well, right. People are like, well, these whole companies left and brought like 600 employees out
Yeah.
with them. So it's like they're not renting anymore.
Yeah, there's some gaslighting happening in LA too, where like the Hollywood Hills houses are still really expensive. And you're like, why?
Isn't it going to burn and you're not going to protect it? Like
It's also like you can't
sign
make
the
a
deal.
bunch of money here like you used to.
Right.
It's not like I have an office in Universal City right now, and there's people moving out every single day. U-Hauls come in, people loading up computer equipment and studio equipment, going wherever the fuck they're
I
going.
mean, you can edit from anywhere. All that stuff is like, you just don't need to be there anymore. Auditions for like acting just are all online.
Yeah.
I think. I don't really know.
So if you were to go back in time and you were like 18, 19 right now, trying to restart your career,
Yeah.
like as a kid, where would you base your operations out of?
Stand up?
Sure, stand up.
Up's different because there's not many cities you can do it.
Oh, okay.
You go on the road, you're fine, but like to like everyday practice, you really need You really need there to be like places to go on stage.
So you'd say here still.
I started in LA,
Okay.
which was a mistake, but I would still say LA or Chicago or like start in like one of the minor towns, like Milwaukee. What is that? What's Milwaukee? Level 2 or level 3?
I would call Milwaukee a level 2. I think Milwaukee's sick.
Milwaukee's underrated.
Yeah, Green Bay would be level 4 though.
What's level 4?
Level 4 is when the city sucks, but there's a few cool people that you can find and they'll show you the best time ever. Level 5 is when it sucks so bad that you have to start liking shit that sucks in almost a post-ironic way to accommodate a hero's journey for yourself.
Like, I hate all my friends, but they are my friends I'm hanging out with because there's no one better.
Yes.
Appleton, Wisconsin.
Okay. It sucks there?
It sucks, but it's also like, it's so bleak. I saw somebody get pregnant in like the 21 and 22, and it was like, what? And they're like, this is it, man. Like, I found a not so fat wife. I'm pretty stoked. Like, yeah, this is as far. I don't have like ideas of like how I can change my life.
Yeah. There's some level 5s in upstate New York. There's some level 5s in New Hampshire. There's some level 5s. There's some, Arkansas's got some.
I mean, that's where you made your bread and butter off 5s.
Yeah, Indiana's got some 5s. I used to park my RV at the Walmarts in Indiana a lot.
Just to meet people?
Well, there's no homeless people in Indiana, really, so Walmarts don't campaign to shut down overnight parking in their lots.
I thought that was their jam.
Walmarts allow overnight parking as company policy, but each individual Walmart can campaign with the city or the corporate board to be like, no, let's end that here. And that all depends on how many tweakers there are. So like Portland, Oregon, you can't even find a Walmart in Oregon unless you go to like deep East Oregon where you can park overnight.
Because they're like, who cares? You're not bothering anybody. Or it's like, hey, we had another OD. You got to get them out of here.
Or there's people getting their cars broken into, and there's shoplifting, and just all types of gnarly shit that happens.
You know about the Wawa lights?
In
the bathrooms? Blue lights in the bathrooms?
At Wawa?
It's some of the Wawas.
Does blue light make it harder for you to sleep?
No. Blue light makes it impossible to find a vein.
Oh, fuck.
There it is.
Yo, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're just like poking away. Like,
That
come
is
on.
so gnarly.
Yeah. They're like, you can use the bathroom. But
And is that because veins are blue?
I guess.
So it cancels that? Wow, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess. Yeah.
I support Wawa in all situations, including that one.
Okay, so you're in Vietnam. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
I think you guys might be wrong about America. I want to examine this myself.
Well, I was in Saigon because I did a semester abroad in Melbourne, Australia when I was a junior in college.
Okay.
And I met this graffiti artist named Futon, and because graffiti's a big thing in Melbourne, Australia. And Futon was like, yeah, mate, we got to go to fucking Vietnam. It's the best place ever. And so we got on a plane to Ho Chi Minh City or Saigon, depending on where
When
you
did they
stand
start calling it Saigon?
Saigon was before the fall. So the fall of Saigon, I think, was like after the Vietnam War. That's why all the Vietnamese came to New Orleans because they could fish in the same elevation. It used to be called Saigon, but South Vietnam was against the Viet Cong, and they were like more Western sympathetic. Ho Chi Minh was the leader of the Vietnamese resistance. Ho Chi Minh.
Uncle Ho.
He was like an NVA, their Tupac.
Yeah.
He was Viet Cong Tupac. And so I think after we lost the Vietnam War, which that's agreed upon that we lost, right?
It depends who you ask, but yes.
Okay. Well, ultimately, our consumer culture has crossed the boundary. But they crushed us at the time.
How old are you?
28.
Did they teach? They taught us that it was a tie.
Well, capitalism, tourism, and like all of our fucking pop culture has definitely won the arms race, if that makes sense. So like, it's not as if South Vietnam has like a communist vibe. It's hyper capitalist. So I could say that America won the game, but we definitely lost the war.
Right. They said we tied. We just got sick of fighting, and
Yeah.
it was like no one was really up, and so we just left.
But when you get
But that's what they were doing, driving us away.
Yeah, but when you get there now, the first thing you see is like fake Supreme hats on every corner and shit. So that's kind of what I mean. Everyone's wearing Air Jordans. They got Justin Bieber T-shirts.
Yeah.
So pop culture was victorious. But yeah, we're in Ho Chi Minh City. I was having the best time ever, dude. Vietnam is so sick.
It's fun, right?
It's so cheap. You know that app called Grab?
No.
It's like Uber, but it's 3 times more expensive, and you just jump on some Vietnamese dude's back on a scooter.
We were just doing that. The guy's like, come on.
Yeah.
Give me like a 5 or whatever.
Because I was so tall, they would always like see me and just keep driving. So I'd have to try to call like 4 different Grabs, and finally somebody would let me hop on.
They have a whole system now for it. That's crazy.
Yeah. But my decision to travel domestically happened because I was at a hostel in Byron Bay, Australia.
Yeah, I know Byron Bay.
And I kept meeting these like, I don't want to be negative, but like really cringy, self-hating Americans. And all they would do is talk about like, America's so boring. I grew up in where's Northwestern at in Illinois?
Oh yeah.
I grew up in Evanston, Illinois, and like I always was just so sick of the mediocre food and culture of the United States, and like I just wanted to like see the world. And I was like, why'd you have to hate on America first, brother?
Yeah. Hey guys, today's episode of You Be Trippin is brought to you by Shopify.com. You know, Shopify helps you set up your online platform, set up your website, they do everything you need to turn your big business dreams into reality. I've been using Shopify to build my own websites since long before they were a sponsor. You should too. Massive companies use them, and tiny companies like me. They kind of handle everything, returns, everything. What I'm selling at AriShaffir.com is tours of murals I don't know anything about. So if you look right here, you'll see the llama, which is a very spiritual animal, or jama as it's called, in Kenyan folklore. The jama is both a food source and a sexual fantasy for a lot of men there. You'll see here a bunch of people, tweakers as they're called, headed towards a jama fucking ceremony. So you can go to AriShaffir.com. You can also get You Be Trippin shirts and everything like that. But what you really want to do is find yourself a llama to have sex with and to eat. I'm Ari Shaffir. This episode is sponsored by Shopify. Turn those dreams into... Oh, did you put a sound effect in that? Give them the best shot of success with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/trippin. Go to shopify.com/trippin. At shopify.com/trippin. Hey guys, today's episode of You Be Trippin is brought to you by Ridge. You probably already know Ridge from their sleek, slender, and stylish wallets. Well, now there's Ridge 2.0. The most refined version of the Ridge wallet. Ridge has been perfecting wallets for over 12 years. That's longer than I've been alive. Everything's better in Ridge 0.0. It's 10% lighter. Every gram matters in the Ridge 2.0. They found the perfect balance. They made it more modular with improved cast straps, money clips, and the AirTag attachment. And that means if you lose it, if some other guy in the hostel steals it, well, you can track it down. Yeah, you messed up. You messed up. You should have dumped it and just taken the credit cards and the money, but you kept it because the Ridge is stylish. That's where we get you. Track you down. Say, hey, where is it? And they go, oh, there was no money in there. Yeah, there was money in there. Yeah, there was money in there. There was when I left. And he goes, no, I don't know. He goes, no. You don't have a leg to stand on here. You stole. You stole. So I'm taking your money now. How about that? How about that? Cash me outside. It comes in 50 colors and styles to choose from. You can even get a wallet that features every NFL, MLB, or college team. Get one for the Yankees. Do not get one for the Cowboys because they're not committed to success. Why would you give Dak the most money ever? He's the 14th best quarterback. Oh, it's so annoying. And even now, they got something even better for you. For a limited time, Ridge is having their huge Black Friday sale. Head to ridge.com. Get up to 47% off your order. Whoa. This is by far the biggest discount they've ever given all year. That's ridge.com for up to 47% off your order during their biggest sale of the year. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support my show and tell them You Be Trippin sent you. Let's get back to the episode. Why is that?
And I was like, damn.
Yeah, it's like this thing. Everyone I know who left LA was like, LA sucks. This. You can still say it's cool. You can still enjoy a new city without having to hate the old one.
Thank you.
LA rules on the low.
It's fucking awesome.
The best burritos, best tacos, best burritos in Cali.
The true culture of the city is so sick. That's why when people were like, oh, LA is dying. I'm like, no. West Hollywood, Santa Monica, and Echo Park, Silver Lake is getting expensive and people are moving to other hipster areas. It's not as if the city's dying. It's not like Norwalk and Downey are changing prices.
Right.
People always forget like that pocket of LA that people refer to as like LA. Even when conspiracy people are like the satanic, demonic energy of LA, like they're referring to like 2 out of 30
Hollywood.
zip codes.
Yeah.
Like, what about Riverside?
Right.
That's LA County. Or maybe it's not. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, but it is. You're right, and they all view LA as just that business of Hollywood.
Yeah,
and you're like, Koreatown doesn't care about any of this.
Exactly, dude. And the people who ran that like small pocket are not even from LA.
Right.
They just,
right.
You know, like the show business is not built upon like city natives.
It is weird that it's a one industry town or a major industry town.
Yeah.
New York's not like that. New York has models and Wall Street and fucking ping pong people and just everything.
You met some ping pong people?
Yeah, I see the whole crew.
Where are they at?
Near Dime Square.
Okay.
They're down there and they're sick and they're old and they're just sick at it.
Old ladies. Is Dime Square like by 169 bar where they have that like triangle?
Uh-huh.
How long has it been called that for?
In the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Caught on.
So I used to get dollar beers from that store right there and just sit at that bench, but it wasn't called Dime Square.
There's also a place right there too where you can get one of those smoothies and put booze in it and then walk over the bridge from there.
Wow, that's a real trek.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you're looking to walk over the bridge,
Yeah, for
on
sure.
a nice day, but like you get those smoothies full of booze, have them put rum in it, and just like enjoy all the way.
Yeah, that sounds sick.
You know why they call it Times Square?
Dime bags?
I don't think so.
What is it?
Everybody there's a dimes.
Like
They're all
hot chicks?
Yeah,
I don't know if that's why. It could be both.
it could be. I think that's where all the young, super cool people.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I used to drink fucking beers in a bag there like 10 years ago.
It became known
There's
for
still
trendy.
hits show more. Let's let AI tell us why it's so cool.
Was initially used jokingly, highlighting the era's smaller scale
Oh,
compared to Times Square. Yeah, but what's the dime though? Why not Mime Square? Why dime?
yeah.
Oh,
Overall,
dimes. It's a restaurant.
overall bohemian vibe. If you ever see that,
What?
you gotta run.
Overall bohemian
That's what
vibes.
it's overall. You're like, fuck. I give that place 2 years before it's an Erewhon Equinox.
Okay, it was a dimes restaurant. Yeah, bohemian is like, I get why you'd want to be here. The
Yeah.
place is ruined.
Yeah, it's like stage 2 gentrification.
Yeah, is it neighborhood to neighborhood too?
Gentrification is kind of like a nuclear bomb where it drops on one place and gradually infects and sanitizes all around it. You know.
That is what's happening to LA. You're right. The Riverside areas are like just haven't been gentrified yet. It's still the same fucking family shit. My neighborhood in the East Village is that. It's like, oh, NYU kids, their parents found out it was safe, and they're like, let's ruin it for Ari.
And that word safety is so crucial when you look at East Coast gentrification because of the history of the East Coast. Like most Italian American families, including my own, because I'm originally from Philadelphia, left.
You're Italian. Worst of the whites, by the
Irish.
way. Oh, Irish. Okay. Callaghan. Yeah.
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 So they left in the fucking. I agree with you about worst of the whites, by the way. And then they left in the '60s, because it was unsafe, and we know what that means. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know what they meant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crime's going up. It hadn't even gone up yet. They were like,
It's like the signs point to crime is about to go up.
yeah. And now it's taken about 4 or 5 decades, and reverse white flight is happening.
What does that mean?
Well,
flying it.
No, white flight is when white people left New York, Philadelphia, and Boston and Baltimore in the '60s
Let's go to the burbs.
to go to the burbs after the GI Bill and shit. They had a solid half a century, really, or maybe it was more like 30 or 40 years. Their grandchildren are now like, this is fucking boring. So they already have the desire to leave because there's no culture in the burbs. And then now it's getting safer. So reverse white flight is when the descendants of white flight people start coming back to the city. So when you said NYU kids who are rich who are moving back to the city because it's safe, their great grandparents are for sure from New York City.
And they're like, are you nuts?
Yeah. And then they look at it and they're like, oh, they come down here and they see everything kind of bulldozed. They're like, oh, this is nice.
That is weird when you see like it's wrong, it's being gentrified. It's like, well, wait, hold on. It already was gentrified to something else.
Yeah.
And before that, it was something else. And really, if you want to go back, just make it all Indian.
Yeah.
You're not going to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I feel like
you know.
fucking gentrification is bad, development is good, but it's all about pace. Like if an area improves over the course of 20 years, like that's pretty tight. But you can't like change an area in 5 years. You can only tear it down and build some new shit. It's impossible. Culture doesn't move that fast.
It does now with COVID, I think.
What? Because of people mass migrating to different.
It's like big seismic shifts. So like the East Village, let's just say, was open for bars during COVID, and then everyone was like, oh, this place is sick.
Yeah.
And mixed with another subway stop, like went a little further down first, down 14th to like all the way to like Avenue A. So it just like put everything in play like that. And now
Yeah.
the weekends are garbage.
Yeah.
Weekends are all woo girls and whatever. It just wasn't that before.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I used to live around here when I was like 13, 14, and 15 every summer.
Yeah.
Next to the old Hell's Angels clubhouse on
they're
second.
gone?
On second and second. Yeah. Next to that with my aunt and uncle in the summer, and this shit was crazy.
Safest block in America
It was.
when they were there.
Yeah, I remember someone did like a stick-up robbery of this old bodega called Pak Punjab on 2nd and 3rd.
I've been there.
And the Hells Angels, they posted up outside every single day for the next month as a show of force, like, don't fucking rob this place.
Wow.
And that was cool to see as a kid. I was like, bikers are cool.
Yeah.
They love Indians. They're not racist.
They're just like, you're one of ours. So, okay, so you're in Byron Bay, hanging out, meeting these fucking people who hate America.
They're Americans who think America sucks, and they've gone to America 2.0 to, like, find themselves, which I hope went well.
I mean, that's Australia too. It's like, it's not really being that. Yeah, I know it's a different country, but It's very
Doesn't feel
similar.
like it. I mean, it feels. It
Byron
feels
Bay
like the
seems
US.
different.
I love Melbourne, Australia. I've never been to Sydney. Only been to Newcastle, Melbourne. I went to the big ass rock in the middle.
You did?
Yeah,
How was that?
it was big, man.
Was there anything to do?
No, just getting
Yeah.
eaten up by flies and shit. I was with my grandma.
Every time I wanted to go there, I was like, my friend Nick Cody's like, there's nothing. Why?
No,
It's a religious thing for not your religion.
Yeah, I want to make a video in Alice Springs. That's like the middle town.
There it is.
I've been watching videos on YouTube of these drag races they do.
Drag queens racing?
No, Aboriginal kids racing cars.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
and fucking around. They fuck around hard out there in the outback. They're just always fucking around.
There's all these stories of these guys who go on to go Aussie football, like Aboriginals, and like dominate whatever.
Yeah.
And then after a year, they're like, man, we're gonna give you like a $2 million a year contract. Like, I just want to walk around.
Yeah.
And they just go back. And everyone's like, what are you doing? Like, I just like walking around, man.
Yeah, you like walking around?
I do like walking around.
Same,
around
man.
here. I get high and fucking go for it.
Oh, you smoke pot?
I do.
Damn, should I start?
You've never?
Oh, I smoked weed every day from like age 14 to 21. But then I stopped because like I want to do something with my life. But now
You've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. So should I start chiefing gas?
Yeah.
All right, I'm down. Do you have any strains for a first timer in a few years?
I mean, I love Maui Wowie. If you want to get creative,
Is that an indica dominant?
that's a sativa.
Oh, so you're into the
That
trippier
gets you like
shit.
creative and stuff. But then sometimes it turns on you and you get fucking paranoid on that stuff.
Yeah.
So then sometimes I'm like, I want an indica.
What do you get paranoid about?
Yeah, people are looking at me weird.
Oh, like other pedestrians.
Yeah, or like, am I saying something wrong? Am I fucking everything up? It's not like the world's gonna fall or anything like that.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like, yeah, I'm just like, I'm being an asshole. I'm ruining everything for everybody.
Oh, so okay. So it's like what you're putting into the world type
You
shit.
don't smoke at all anymore. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the stereotype is someone going nowhere smoking weed all the time.
Well, because all my friends who got heavy into
Seem
weed
like
just didn't
you
do
would smoke
shit.
weed.
Well, my personality is permanently altered by weed for sure.
Maybe don't start again.
Yeah.
But you booze, right?
Huh?
You booze.
Yeah, here and there.
All right, tell me more. What are we talking about here? America,
Man,
places to
America.
go. Let's some of these 5 cities.
Oh, so you want some level 5s?
Yeah.
Fuck. Gary, Indiana.
Gary, why?
It's horrible.
Why?
But
What's
it's-
horrible about it? It looks like this
fucking
would be right.
Yes, but if you can find one friend in Gary
Yeah.
and you guys go to the library and shit together, maybe you go to an AA meeting with him or something just to connect by any means, you can become a big fan of Gary. Like you just have to forge a connection by fire. Let me think what else is a level 5.
It would suck to. I mean, look at this. Both the first buildings are bombed out. Jesus, all 3. Who's taking these pictures? All right, that might be in use.
Michael Jackson's from there.
Oh, that's not. Ugh. What's their industry?
They had an industry at one point. I believe it's
it left?
Yeah, it left.
Damn.
Level
Gary,
5s.
Indiana. Why would anyone go there? All the pictures are of fucking bottomed out places.
Right. But if you can make that work, I consider you to be an all-star,
Is it-
high-rated traveler.
That's beautiful, though. Is there crazy homelessness there?
Yeah, there's just craziness in general there.
Jesus, I've never seen like pictures of a place just straight up boarded up. Everyone.
That's crazy. That's the homie Rat Kid's tag on that plywood right there.
This one?
Yeah, it says
Rat Kids?
RK, just to show that Rat Kid's really out here tagging on.
Who's Rat Kid?
Just a homie from New York.
You know him?
Yeah, RK. But it's just crazy to think that RK is really out there spray painting plywood in Gary. Didn't know he'd been there. But RK has cutty tags everywhere. He has tags at the Greyhound station in Lafayette, Louisiana.
He just goes there to do that dumb tag?
Yeah, well, there's more to it than you might think. It's about repetition. So if you can make that dumb tag look the same and that tag's everywhere, it's kind of like a dog peeing on fire hydrants across the world. You're asserting your claims.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
So Gary's a 5. I'm trying to think. I don't want to make anyone feel bad about where they're from.
Yeah.
But level 5, just to be clear, level 5 cities are level 5. That's like the worst of the worst. If you can make them work, you're like a 5-star traveler. If that makes sense.
If you can go to Gary, find a cool time, and no, I actually love Gary. People are like, what?
Yeah, and then you'll like
went to
his,
this
there's
awesome bar.
every city has one cool spot, one cool person. There's always somebody, and if you can use your sixth sense as a traveler to like weed that out, I mean, you're up. I'm trying to think of some more.
That is the thing where it's like in a big city, like, well, there's a lot of artistic people here, so I have plenty to choose from. But even in Appleton, probably that's a 4. Even in Appleton, there's a little art scene.
Yeah,
like cool, like
Mesa, Arizona would be a level 5.
Interesting. That's a Mesa.
Lansing, Michigan, 5. That's 5. Fredericksburg, Maryland, 5.
Fredericksburg?
Yeah.
That's where Frederick Scott Key was from? No. Fredericksburg, Virginia? Frederick, Maryland.
Shreveport, Louisiana has got to be a 5. Shreveport.
Yeah.
That place sucks.
Where else have you been?
In the world?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the map right now. I've been to Cuba. That's pretty crazy.
What'd you go to Cuba for?
Just to see what was up.
When'd you go?
When I was 19, because I used to go to school in New Orleans, went to a Jesuit school, and I just wanted to go somewhere out of the country. And at the time, they had opened it up briefly, so I went there for the summertime, lost my passport.
Obama opened it up?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. What? Lost your passport in Cuba?
Lost my passport, yeah.
Darn.
I had to befriend this dude named Augustine. He worked at the fried chicken spot in old Havana. And I told him, I was like, man, I'm fucking down and out. Can I stay at your spot? And he was like, yeah, sure. So I just kind of slept on the floor there until the embassy gave me my passport or issued a new one. Who's this guy? Just a random guy. He thought I was cool.
That's all you?
Yeah, but that was during the Havana Syndrome incident.
What is that?
When the people at the embassy were supposedly attacked by some kind of, electromagnetic weapon that gave them schizophrenic symptoms.
What was that?
I don't know. A lot of people think the whole thing was a fake CIA psyop. But that was like right around that time. So it was a crazy time to be in Cuba.
I went last year. It's still opened up.
You went to Havana?
No trade. Yeah, only Havana because we had a hurricane.
Yeah.
So we couldn't really get out.
That's why I mentioned the parallel to Vietnam.
Yeah.
These are 2 communist countries, but American pop culture has kind of crossed that boundary. And, when I was there, everybody was like, yo, you ever been to a Miami Heat game? You ever met Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
All that shit.
The embargo's a big thing there versus Vietnam.
Yeah.
Where it's like they can't get stuff.
Yeah. And it's crazy because
that keeps the culture up.
The whole Cuban Missile Crisis we know now was not real. They were bluffing.
Cuba was bluffing.
Yeah, Cuba and the Soviets coordinated to bluff on that. They never actually had nuclear weapons in Cuba. They just thought this is going to make the Americans fear us a bit and gain some leverage.
But
it shut down Castro's revolution.
Wow. But he also won.
He won, but he lost a lot of the wealth because the Miami Cubans, or
he lost
the
all the
Guisanos
wealth.
as they call them, went to Little Havana.
I saw a video on what happened there, and they were like, all right, so JFK is like, all right, we're going to go back and attack. We got intel from all the people that fled on where and how to do it. Mm-hmm. And then all those people are like, hey, as soon as you get there, all the villagers are going to get on our side. Because those are just the rich Cubans who were like, they love us. And they actually hated you. And then they were like, all right, keep it hush-hush. And they all started bragging about how they're about to overthrow Castro because Cubans are crazy. And they're like, we're about to take that motherfucker. And then word got back to Cuba.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't keep their fucking mouths shut.
That's why the Bay of Pigs invasion got foiled?
Yeah.
Because
so when they showed up, it was
it
was just a fucking right this way, and they landed and everyone's just waiting for them with guns, and they all got taken.
Fuck, man. I was in Little Havana recently in Miami, and they have a Bay of Pigs monument. And I was like, ooh, bold choice. It's like an embarrassing moment for the resistance.
Hey guys, today's episode of You Be Trippin is brought to you by Skims Underwear. We all know that Skims has been making quality underwear for women for generations. In fact, my mom wears them, and I've always been forced to steal hers and wear them because they're stylish and they're comfortable. But no more, because now Skims is in the men's game. That's right, men's underwear from Skims. And my mom's like, why do I suddenly have more underwear? I'm like, I don't know, Mom. I don't know. Shop Skims Men's at skims.com. Let them know that I sent you after you order. Select podcast in the survey and select You Be Trippin in the Dropbox menu that follows. Yeah, don't do it for Tom's popular podcast, Your Mom's House, or Two Bears, One Cave, or Santino's podcast, or the one he does with Frenchman Bobby Lee. No, select You Be Trippin. Support my show so I can keep finding new places to do these ads. And if you're looking for the perfect gifts this season, the Skims Holiday Shop is now open at skims.com.
Hey guys.
Today's episode of You Be Trippin is brought to you by the Cash App. Guys, there's no more egalitarian system in the world than hostels. No one's looking to pay extra for anything. In fact, people don't even treat women. Yeah, they're like, no, you'll pay for your own drink. So, if somebody gets around, you better believe the next guy's gonna get the same round. You're gonna order the same drinks, but every once in a while, it's an odd number of rounds. What do? Well, that's where Cash App comes in. It's the best way to send and receive money. Cash App is more than just a safe way to send and receive money, though. With the Cash App card, you get tons of perks without hidden fees. Think early access to concert pre-sales like Kendrick Lamar and Sabrina Carpenter, plus discounts on everyday purchases or brands you're probably already spending money on. It also keeps your money safe by automatically flagging suspicious transactions, letting you lock your card instantly if it's ever lost or stolen. For a limited time, new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use code CASHAPP10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners, prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank member FDIC. Discounts and promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Let's get back to the episode.
What are we talking about here? Tell me more. Where
About
have you
what?
been? I don't know. Where else have you been?
In the world?
Yeah.
I've been to
And
every
what does it show you about America? Let's do something like that.
Well, I've been to every state except for Rhode Island.
What? Why not Rhode Island?
I don't know. I just haven't had a reason to go there, but might be driving through there today, which would be crazy to complete my 50-state mission.
Tons of strip clubs in Providence.
Really?
It's a strip club city.
That's probably because the mafia has still got a presence there. That's what I heard. People always lie about the mafia, though, especially old Italian guys.
Yeah. There is cool where they have like, if I remember right, all these like houses, they have like stamps on them of like when they're built. It's all like 1700s and 1800s.
Yeah, old history. Good old days.
Yeah. Yeah. What are the worst states you've been to?
Well, it just depends because
Yeah, I
there's
guess where.
beautiful states with not much culture, like Colorado. And then there's ugly states with a ton of culture.
Like,
Florida, Alabama. But there's pretty parts of it.
Right, that's the thing, too.
New York, Pennsylvania, Jersey. I like Jersey. Overall, South Dakota I'm not a fan of except for the Black Hills region.
what's the Black Hills?
Black Hills is like Sturgis, Deadwood, Spearfish, Rapid City, where it's all like hilly, like Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse,
Yeah.
Cowboys and Indians.
Where have you found the most surprising people?
Surprisingly cool or surprisingly fucked up?
I guess, I was going to say cool, but yeah, I guess fucked up
Reno,
too.
Nevada is pretty dope. People who live in Reno are sick. They're very accommodating and they're stoked. They're not always hating on shit. If you go to Phoenix, everyone's always either on California's nuts or they're hating on California. Like if you go to a dive bar right now in Phoenix, Arizona, let's say you go to a bar called Gracie's and you go to the patio and someone brings up, actually you don't even have to bring it up. Half the people are like, yo, I'm about to go to LA next week and about to go on Melrose and do a little streetwear collab with so-and-so, da-da-da. And then the other people are like, fuck California, man. Those people are ruining Arizona, dude, da-da-da-da. Reno isn't really like that. They're kind of just happy to be themselves. They're not really on anybody's nuts, which is cool.
Yeah, interesting. Second cities.
Sacramento's dope.
That's how Suzhou was outside Shanghai. It was like 15 million people or 9 million. They were like, we're just a sleepy town outside Shanghai.
Yeah.
And they're just like, we're not in competition with anybody.
Isn't it crazy there's cities in China that have like 100 million people or 5 million, you never even heard of the name?
Never even heard of it. And it's so big. It's the size of Phoenix.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we're just like a nothing town.
That's how you know America will win the culture war against China because we got towns with like 100,000 people that everybody knows.
Yeah, what
Aspen
they
and
know?
shit.
Yeah. Where else have you been outside in the world?
Let's look at the map real quick.
Okay.
Been to every state in Canada, pretty
Okay.
much, except for Yukon Territory. Been to Mexico.
How long did you stay in Vietnam doing that backpacker route?
I was just a couple of weeks, man.
Just in Vietnam?
Yeah, just in Vietnam. I had the best time though. I honestly can't wait to go back.
Damn. What'd you get into? What food did you eat?
Just mostly pho and banh mi's and all the regular shit. But I was staying with my homie out there who's a graffiti artist. He writes 60. I didn't realize his girlfriend is like the Kim Kardashian of Vietnam.
What's her name?
Oanh, O-A-N-H, the Queen. The Queen. Maybe she's not, but she's really like a famous influencer out there. And she was telling a bunch of shit about Vietnam and like
Damn, she looks hot.
all of the culture out there. But it was cool because it was like I was with the homie 60, who's like the graffiti top dog of the town, and then she is like the top influencer of Saigon. So they really showed me like the the ins and outs of the town. You know, like
Of
show
like actually what to do.
actually cool shit, not just like tourist trap brothels.
Are you into graffiti?
It was. Well, yeah, I am, but that's what sucks about graff is you go to jail.
Ooh. In Melbourne, they have those like graffiti alleys where you like just go for it.
Melbourne is damn near. Graffiti's basically legal there unless you paint the trains. They don't play around when it comes to the trains, but
Yeah.
you can stop the public transit in Melbourne. Like you can put your hands on the sensors and shit at the train yards to make the trains stop, and you can just paint them, and you get like a domestic terrorism charge. It's like some post 9/11 shit. Like if you fuck with major transport, you get like some crazy enhancement. So I do know people who have gone to jail for like 5 years for writing graffiti in Melbourne, but I
Yeah.
also know people who paint every day, and cops will like honk at them and be like, "Nice work, mate," you know, while they're painting.
I love that accent.
Yeah.
Sounds like you get punched in the face and buried in mud.
That's also a great part about Melbourne, Australia is you see best friends fight and then they get a beer together 30 minutes later
And then it's just
because there's
fine.
no guns.
Right.
So
You
your
can't
ego
really-
can only take you so far.
Yeah.
It can take you as far as your hands can work,
And then
but
it's
you
like,
can't
"All right,
just
you
go
got
to your
me.
fucking car and get a gun and kill everybody.
My car and come back here. I'm killing all y'all.
Yeah.
You know what movie that is?
No, I haven't
White Man
seen.
Can't Jump.
I haven't seen enough shit.
What were we saying? Fuck.
You been to Saudi Arabia?
No, you?
No.
I don't want to go there. Have you been anywhere there in the Middle East?
Yeah, I went to Dubai on a layover one time, and I'm on the way to my homie's wedding in Nigeria because he's Nigerian.
Yeah.
And it was like a 12-hour layover.
You send him money?
Do I send him money? Well, I would, but
get
his
him out.
family's actually high up in the Nigerian government,
Oh yeah.
which means they have more money than all of us combined. Because if you're in Nigerian government, I'm pretty sure that makes you
But
like
that's when they send you the email. It's like they're princes, but they need a little money to get out, and then they can give you so much money back.
Maybe that's how he got to America. We're not sure.
Did I know somebody who fell for that scam?
No way.
Yeah,
Old
my
person.
friend's brother.
Wow.
Yeah, no, not old person.
Wow.
I mean, this is like a 19 to 25-year-old, something like that range. And he started getting cunty to everybody, and they're like, "Why are you being so like uppity and like mean?" And he's like, "Well, I'm about to make a lot of money, and you guys are gonna be fucking begging me for something."
Wow.
And
He
then-
really fucking dug his own grave with that vibe.
Then it came out how, and people were like, "Are you kidding?" And he had to be like, "Keep that attitude. You're not getting a new house."
My grandfather, I'm not going to say, oh, shit, I already said it. We can cut that little part. Someone in my family has gotten catfished by Nigerians.
Really?
Yes. So there's an anti-Nigerian sentiment on one side of my family, but the other side is very pro because one of our co-hosts is Nigerian.
And he's pro that scam.
Well, I'm sort of if you're a Nigerian kid living in a small city or village or neighborhood in Lagos, and you can successfully convince an American douchebag to give you $1,000, I'm more than likely on your team.
Yeah, it's like I just need some help getting out, but it's like there's just that feeling of like I want this money.
Yeah.
Okay, I got lucky. They reached out to me, and not an ounce of. I mean, why me?
Yeah.
There's no way. Why would they reach out to me? I don't know anyone in Nigeria.
Yeah, I think scammers go after ego too. You know, like they can probably tell if you're like if you're like a narcissistic personality. I mean, catfish people. Most people who get catfished are like 75-year-old dudes who will match with someone who has an Anne Hathaway profile picture on Facebook, and they're so juiced on themselves that they're like, "Yeah, it makes sense. I'm the fucking man. Of course, Ella Enchanted wants me."
Catfish, like sexually catfish. I know a guy who got that.
Catfished sexually, but just on different dating apps.
Yeah. Oof. That's a great one. Is to be like, wait, so you never met her, but you're sending her money? It's like,
But like you
yeah,
said,
man.
someone who has a high ego, extreme narcissistic trait might be
She
like,
likes me.
"Yeah, bro, I'm a silver fox."
Yeah. It's the young ones that I've seen get catfish for the sex.
But they don't get it. They don't get laid, is what you're saying.
No, it's some dude.
But when they get catfished, do they send money or are they sending
They
pictures?
send money or pics.
Because pics is like blackmail from
Then there's blackmail, right? I knew a guy that was like telling this chick to like, hey, all right, you catfished me, this dude. Please stop. And they would just keep posting those messages like, look at this creep.
Yeah.
He's still trying.
What was he saying?
First, he was doing sexual shit.
But what kind of shit?
Damn, I wish I knew.
Because that makes all the difference. Because if it's like, "Come over, baby, I love you," it's not that weird. But if you're like,
I'd like to
"Shit
meet
in
you, let's
my
go out on a
mouth and
date."
hit me with a paddle.
Also, even light flirting on text seems terrible.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, anything you say.
Yeah, it's
I
all
just wanna
got Chris
touch you.
Hansen
I just wanna
vibes.
touch you.
Even the winky face, I'm like, gotta be careful with that
I
one.
was with Bobby Lee once. We were hooking up with chicks in like a 2-bed hotel room, and I was like making out with mine. Bobby kept trying with his, and I just kept hearing her go like, "Can I touch your shoulder? Can I just touch your shoulder? That'd be cute. I just want to touch your shoulder like this. That'd be cool. I'm just like trying. I'm like, dude,
That's where it all begins,
just
man.
go for it.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Everywhere, dude.
Yeah?
I'm trying to think of a better answer than that.
Can you do your stuff if foreign?
Yeah, definitely, dude. But whenever we have foreign correspondents, we prefer for them to be from the community, unless it's somewhere mad close like Canada. But even when we do Native American coverage, we send Native correspondents because we're like, dude, I'm just some English-speaking white dude. Like, not everybody wants to talk to me. I also might not have the wherewithal to ask the right questions and shit.
You don't know what to ask.
Yeah, if it's New Zealand, like even we had something in New Zealand, I'm like, let's just hire a New Zealand correspondent so they can like have the base knowledge to work off of.
Get those face tattoos.
Yeah, that shit's sick. I definitely want to go to Morocco because
Yeah.
my girl's dad is from there and she's like barely ever met him, kind of.
How do you meet him? Just rub the bottle 3 times and hope he comes out?
Something like that. Or we have to track him down. He has no phone, but he like smokes a ton of weed. But he lives in Rabat, so we're just gonna get there and just try to follow the aroma.
Rabat's where they give out weed at the coffee shops.
I don't know, dude. I've
I
never.
think so.
Where do you want to go next?
Morocco's high on the list.
Oh, so we're up. Morocco's a level 1 for us.
What is level 1 of what? Desire?
Yeah, level 1 of desire, not the American travel ranking.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry to confuse.
Where'd you come up with this list? I love the ranking system.
I just thought of it this morning.
No. Really?
Hmm?
It sounds like legit. What's a 4 again?
A 4 is a place. So 1 is a place that has the energy that sucks you in and is just magnetic. You don't have to know anybody or have any plan. You can just show up and have a dope ass time. New York, SF back in the day, Paris, places like that. I would even say Havana's kind of like that. 2 is it's a cool city. You just have to have a little bit of a plan or you're going to be stuck in some sanitized commercial district like Philadelphia. You'd want to know, all right, I'm going to go to the Italian market. I'm going to walk around Fishtown. You have to at least know a thing or two if you want to have a good time as a tourist. 3 is the place sucks mostly. Like 60% of the city sucks ass. You'd have to kind of like almost know exactly where to go, like very specific. You probably need a friend, not something you can do by
Boots on the
yourself.
ground.
4 is the entire city basically sucks, but there might be just one little scene or one little pocket, but you need to know people and you got to have a very specific plan and be willing to not get down on yourself if you have a couple shitty days and keep trying. Level 5 is when it sucks so bad there's no fun to be had. You have to create fun in a hopeless place.
That's like murder a body and cut it up.
Yeah, or like go to 7-Eleven and talk to people.
Wow.
Shit like that. Go to their house and play video games.
Seems like those people out there are friendlier because like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
They just start a conversation.
Yeah, they're not like, are you from here?
And New Yorkers are just like, what are you talking to me for? And
Yeah.
they're like, why would I not talk to you?
I do think New York has the best like public street energy. Like the way people interact with each other here, I feel like it's more natural to human beings.
Really?
Yeah, totally. People minding their business.
Minding their
You know,
business, yeah.
shared frustrations is typically how people connect. Because everyone's like, oh, these people are so nice in the South, but it isn't always real.
Wait, it's cunty. It's cunty nice.
Or bless your heart, or how you doing? A lot of times it's just a nicety that exhausts the actual people from there. New York, if someone likes you, most of the time they fucking like you a lot.
Yeah.
Like if
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you do get the thing of like when you live here, you talk to your homies from the neighborhood. They're not your
Exactly.
friends, but you recognize them enough and you'll stop when you're walking your dog and talk for like
Yeah.
10 minutes about the Knicks or something and then move on.
How close are we to a Knicks victory?
What do you mean?
Is it looking unlikely?
Unlikely.
Really? What's it, 3-0?
3-1.
Okay.
They'll have lost by the time this comes out.
Are you serious?
Oh, for sure.
Dude.
Not for sure, but like they're just facing a better team.
Pacers?
Pacers. But I'll tell you what, the city's behind it. It's as good as they've done since I've been here.
Yeah. It's a
So
good
everyone's like pretty excited.
morale boost, right?
Yeah, and it's like they were bad for so long that people go like, whatever. It's like if you haven't gotten laid in 5 years and then you
Yeah.
do, but she's like, I don't want to go on a second date with you. You're like, you know what? It was cool for while it lasted.
100%,
It
bro.
was pretty nice. Who has the ugliest women in America?
Spiritually or physically?
Physically. Let's do spiritually after that. That's a good one. And I guess we'll have to go city and not state. You can't go state. It's too varied.
So hard, dude, because I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but like, okay, like everyone would say the girls in Tempe, Arizona are super hot,
Yeah?
but I can't really get along with them. You know, so it's like, it's almost like,
You do coke?
do I now? No. Have I historically? Yes.
It's a great way to get along with them.
Yeah.
Tempe.
You're talking to the guy. Yeah. But I mean, I would do more blow based upon how much I didn't like the people. So if you don't like if I was like I'm having a hard time connecting with someone, just shovel as much as you can in your nose and it'll work. But if I'm in a sick ass place and someone offers me a bump and I'm having a good time, I'm like I'm good. I'll just keep drinking.
Yeah.
Fuck, ugliest. Fuck, dude. Oh my god. I mean, St. Louis is not doing too good.
St. Louis has ugly chicks.
Generally.
Philly's kind of ugly.
Prettiest. It just depends what you're into. It's so hard. It's so hard, man. Coolest girls.
Yeah.
Philly.
Why cool? They're just
Any girl
down.
born and raised in Philly is tough. I like girls who are tough, who aren't like pushovers and shit. Who like don't, like people
Yeah.
respect them, like dudes respect them and shit. Girls from New York are cool too.
Girls
I just
from New York are very
I like
cool.
people who are a little more rough around the edges and don't let life just happen to them and complain about shit.
That's LA.
Yeah, for sure.
The chicks in New York are, when I moved here, was like, I couldn't believe how many chicks would come over, fuck, and then leave that night.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, I got work tomorrow. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe my place was awful, but yeah, it was like, they're just like, I got shit to do. They're so like smart and driven.
Yeah.
And not like waiting for something to happen for them.
Yeah, it's funny. Like different cities have different gender culture, and also countries. Like for example, in Australia, the girls are way cooler than the fucking dudes out there.
My friend said this, that in Australia, chicks here, they make you work for it to to have sex. In Australia, like, let's just get sex out of the way, and then we
Yeah.
get to know each other.
Yeah, girls in Australia rule. In LA, the homies are way cooler than the homegirls normally. In my opinion, in Portland, girls are better than the dudes. In the Bay,
In Portland, girls are better than dudes. Okay.
girls are better than the homies. Like it just depends. New York,
Bay chicks.
Bay chicks over Bay dudes.
Bay chicks.
LA
are
dudes over
awesome.
LA girls.
What's wrong with the Bay dudes?
They're fucking crazy.
And what do you mean?
They're all criminals, man. I mean, at least
yeah.
I don't know. Bay dudes are slimy, man. At least the ones that I grew up around. Shout out to the homies. But
Bay
okay.
girls are smart. They're into hip hop.
Criminality is deeply rooted in the culture of the Bay Area in
Yeah,
a crazy ass way. Maybe that's just the world I grew up around.
Interesting. This is the part of California no one knows about.
Oh, I love it up there, dude.
Up here.
Well, actually, I love everything west of
Chico.
Redding.
Yeah, and then
and
all this
Chico.
Fresno, all this like Western
Yeah, like Lone Pine's
Central.
mad depressing, dude.
Lone Pine. Yeah, everyone always thinks California is L.A. and San Francisco.
Yeah, to those people, I say, shut up.
Look at all this. Yeah, what the fuck's Ridgecrest? Have
Oh,
you ever been there?
Ridgecrest is all right. It's a desert town.
Okay.
It's near Mojave, which is the air and spaceport. It's kind of pop famous.
Oh, okay.
Ridgecrest is good, especially if you're on the way to the lakes and stuff that are northeast of Bakersfield. Lake
Yeah.
Isabella's nice. I love the Mojave, but I've kind of overdone the Mojave a lot. But I used to be a Mojave man.
What do you mean? Just go
I used
there
to
all the
always
time?
go out into the Mojave and just look for towns and shit. I used to love Laughlin and Bullhead City, Arizona, and Amboy, California, 29 Palms.
What are you looking for? 29 Palms is cool. What do you look for in these places?
Solitude and like leather-faced people.
Just to talk to them.
They've got interesting lives and perspectives.
Were you always into like talking to people like that?
Yeah, since I was a kid.
Because, I mean, I might be reading it wrong. I haven't seen everything. But like, All Gas seemed like a lot of like, let's make fun of you by just letting you be you.
Yeah, now not so much.
Now, not so much what?
Well, I don't like making fun of people as much as I do. Like, I was never making fun of people in like a roast Yucko the Clown sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, I don't know. I like to actually connect with people. And now that I'm getting older, I'm like, making people laugh is dope. But I like making friends more. And the problem with All Gas is almost everyone I'd interview, even if I connected with them a bunch in the moment, the video would drop. And half the time they'd be like, fuck you.
Right. Right.
they-
You're mocking me.
Yeah, right. And it was so formulaic that I would like, I would have a genuine connection with somebody, and it would come out, and they'd be like, "Man, what?" And so it was just grimy. It just made me feel bad over time. Some people, like my homie Mr. Daddy, rest in peace, were okay with the mockery and ended up like embracing it more. But most of the people were like, "This guy is a clown," and after that, I began dealing with what I call the Borat problem, which
People
is
knew
where
you're going in.
well, no, people see you and they like act extra crazy wanting to be mocked because they want to go viral and you lose the authenticity. So it burns you on both sides.
What do you do? How do you know? Like, so my buddy works for Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
He goes, if they get a sniff of somebody recognize them, they're just like, shut it. shut it. We can't have it getting out.
real.
And somebody's like pushing this.
Even it probably is a budget buster sometimes.
Yeah, but they're like, I don't know, man. The way he looked at you, I think he knew you. They're like, we can't make it be false. It has to seem real.
Because when people are trying hard to just act anyway, especially
God,
in the
it
context
sucks.
of comedy, it just fucking ruins it.
Did you ask somebody what they do for a living? They're like, I'm a penis inspector. And I'm like, buddy, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
You tell me the real thing, and then I'll make a joke out of that.
Yeah. Dude, I was watching some of your old shit back in the day. You were really fucking pissing people off back in the day.
What do you mean?
Just it was legendary. Like with
Amazing Racist?
the slave ship skit. I was like, yo, TV back in the day was way funnier.
It wasn't TV, but yeah.
What was that on?
I mean, kind of internet. That slave ships one was for a movie, paid for by the ShamWow guy. He was like, I want you to make more of those things. He wanted the rights to the old one. I'm like, they're not mine. But he's like, can you make more? I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's go nuts.
Did you ever get nervous making that show?
Yeah, every single second. What are you kidding me?
I just couldn't tell. Like, how do you prepare yourself for like a potential situation like that?
Compartmentalize. I don't know how you do it too, like straight facing. But like compartmentalize where you're just like, I'm not really here. It's just like a thing you're doing. And then once you're in it after, it's like, damn, that was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I just feel like people used to be more free with like trying funny shit back in the day.
But also no one was looking for it.
Yeah.
So you really could get anybody at any time.
It was actually like that when I first started interviewing. Even back in 2019, there wasn't man on the street style like there is now.
Everywhere.
Like when I'd interview somebody, they were like, oh, I've never been interviewed before. Like when I started out on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, there wasn't interview content on the street of party thoroughfares online. Now, dude, I was in Scottsdale the other day just walking around, and there's like a little club district, 6 different dudes all doing, what's your body count? Will you go through your girl's phone and trade phones with her? What's the
Wow.
freakiest shit you ever done? And they're just mining content, and I realized
From
like,
everybody,
and
just-
it's made it a lot harder.
Yeah, people see that and like, hey, I'll go next.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or somebody with an actually cool story is like, I don't want the internet to see that.
Right, they know what's going to happen to it. You can't catch them off guard.
And catching people off guard is crucial for infield shit.
I saw one of these 2 drunk chicks, and somebody brought up trans stuff, and one of the chicks, they're both drunk, and one of the chicks like, well, here's something I don't understand about it though, and the other one's like, Megan, stop. And
Right.
she goes, no, but I'm just saying though that if she goes, Megan, stop, Megan, stop. And she's like, you're too drunk to know your life is about to get ruined if you open up your mouth at all.
Yeah. And there's no accountability for the dudes interviewing them.
Just totally unsafe. It's firing a gun into
It's
the street.
fucked
Like,
up.
I'm just gonna get you drunk to say something not completely clear, and you're done.
Yeah.
So you can get views. It's crazy. It should be illegal, actually.
Yeah. And I said that one time on a podcast. I was like, they should have some legislation. And everyone was like, well, then you'd have no career. And I was like, fuck.
But at some point, you're like, yeah, fair.
Yeah, because I mean, your life will be ruined. Like the digital footprint that you give somebody if you film them when they're 18, confessing to incest or making statements about the trans.
Yeah.
They're gonna be 25, being like, "Why did my IBM application get spiked?"
Right. Yeah. Just to look it up.
Because they're like, "Oh, is this the same?" You know, because it's just liability. The key word is liability. As long as corporations are still concerned about that, you're fucked. One day, when the current generation is like 17 and everybody had an OnlyFans and got interviewed on the street, they'll be like, "All right, fuck it, it's a part of the game."
That happens.
But as long as the gatekeepers grew up with no internet, you're toast.
Because like, what's this all about? And you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
I heard there was some guy who got drafted by the whatever Cleveland basketball team. God, I'm fucking hungover. But then he had posted when he was in high school that he was better than LeBron and like LeBron sucks, whatever. And they're like, hey, we dug this up, and now he's a teammate with LeBron. and LeBron was like, guys, that was a 16-year-old who posted that. Fucking chill. But a corporation doesn't feel that way.
No, totally. I remember I had to scrub through my Twitter, and I remember I posted some shit when I was in high school. I said, I wish we could take all the Asians out of Seattle and replace them with bad Brazilian bitches.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like,
great.
No, but I'm like, why did I tweet that shit? Like, because I love Asian people, and it's not like I have something against them.
I think it's tough to know what you were thinking back at any time. Like, what was this joke based on? And I bet it's because you love the Brazilian bitches, and maybe you're just discovering them, and you're like, well, I want a lot of them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's Asians. That's how we get the most Brazilians in here.
Yeah, exactly. But I just imagine they print that out and, they show that to me at like a board meeting. And I'm like, can you explain this?
I'll see myself
But
out.
now I'll be able to because of what you just said.
Me and Was it Stone? No, somebody. We landed at the airport in Kansas City, and there was some like 60-year-old woman holding a sign for her friend, and the sign just said Karen. And so she's holding this white chick holding a sign that said Karen, and we're like, we both were like, let's take a picture of that. And then we're like, we might just ruin her life.
Yeah.
If we just post that. Become a meme, and then it'll get out of hand. It's just irresponsible now.
Yeah, becoming a meme is a nightmare.
Yeah. And it was like, well, I just want to post like, nah, you got to know the risk is out there.
That's why I feel so bad for the Haktua girl.
Why?
Because, I mean, even though it blew up, she never knew what to do with that spotlight. She was just out one night in Nashville.
She was just out one night.
And some content farmer is like, what's the best way to suck a dick or whatever, whatever the fuck. And then she answers, and now she's viral, and these weird Miami-based influencer managers who are tied into these crypto schemes convince her to make a coin, and they do a pump and dump as she's sitting out there in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, watching all these YouTubers and reaction people talking about she's a scammer and a whore and all this dumb shit, and now she's just sitting there broke and disgraced for the rest of her life, and she can't go anywhere without people saying Hak Tua. She's going to be 45 years old.
Yep. Her
kid's going to be in elementary school, and she's going to see her mom talking about sucking dick and shit. I mean, imagine if your mom was out there on camera talking about performing
it's always
fellatio.
the mom thing.
Okay, sister, coworker, anything.
Yeah, someone right now.
It's
or
not that we
your
have
dad.
to frame it. Yeah, your dad would be even worse.
Yeah, that'd be worse. Because this kid you're going to have is like, well, I'll have to prepare them.
I saw a video filmed on 6th Street in Austin of this dude describing, you know what I mean, getting his like fucking butt ate or some shit or whatever, and it went viral. Got 1 million views. And I thought, fuck, what if that was my dad?
Yeah, what if that was your dad?
My dad talking about receiving analingus as a young man. You don't want to see that shit.
Let's see, $500,000. That's what she's worth right now.
Well,
Still, is it? And that might be gone. This might be old. I think she's just. Why do I have to know about her?
She didn't.
So
she didn't
annoying.
want to be known, though. You know what I mean? Like, she was just out there having fun, and I feel like I'm responsible for this situation that she's in.
You are.
Yep.
Why?
Cause the format.
The format, yeah. Yeah, how do you feel about it, actually?
I feel like I have to do something to help her. I just don't know what I'll do. She probably doesn't even know who the fuck I am.
I heard the guy who filmed her was like, what the fuck? I'm the one who made the video. Why am I not getting more stuff out of this? Like, well, you're like an awful person.
Yeah.
But do you ever feel that way? That you're like an awful person for ever done this stuff?
No, not awful, but I did feel definitely morally conflicted about that shit. And that's part of the reason I made such a transition, is because of the spread of that format.
Right.
When I filmed back in the day, if someone said, yo, can you take this down? I would take the video down. But it's the way that the format has spread that makes me feel like I sort of unlocked, Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the scientist who let the gorilla escape and take over the world.
Yeah. Yeah, we're like, how did we do this?
But that's life, though. You can't.
That's life, right? You can't go back to it.
I was a kid. You can't control the domino effect of your creative choices.
Your intentions weren't bad.
No, my intentions were like to have fun and make videos with my friends.
So I feel about like Philip Morris, where it was like, hey, before you knew that was cancer causing, you weren't doing anything wrong. I mean, you're overpricing cigarettes maybe, but that's about it. But that's a profit thing. That's fine. And then once you realize they were cancery, you're like, shit, we really shouldn't have hidden that. That's the problem, is finding out and then doing it anyway.
Yeah. Even like, I'm not going to defend the Sackler family or anybody who made opiates.
I love them.
But they were trying to make products that could alleviate pain for people who had their backs broken and shit.
Yeah, and then they went to to that thing of like, let's hush the bad stuff.
Of course. And, I'm not going to put myself in the same bracket as Purdue Pharma or anything. But I'm just saying sometimes positive intentions, if you mask the downside, can lead to... I just don't think most evil in the world is consciously deliberate.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think you're right about that. And then, like, I wonder how much if they hit you with $1 billion if you could lie to yourself.
Totally. And,
you know? And go, like, no, these forest jobs, like cutting down those trees, that's actually paying a lot of people's wages.
Yeah.
Like,
and that brings me back to Ridgecrest that you mentioned.
Okay.
There was there used to be water all around there. It dried up.
From what?
Climate change, man.
Oh, I love it. There's so little snow here in New York now.
Yeah, it's a benefit for you guys. But there was a lake up there that dried up. I wish I had the name offhand.
What's the one that stunk?
Salton Sea?
Yeah. You ever go there?
I love it there. Bombay Beach is my spot. Bombay Beach is a census-designated town technically in Nyland, California, that is the cheapest real estate in California. that's on the base of the Salton Sea. And the reason it's so expensive, so cheap, is because it has the highest rate of asthma of any locale or zip code in California.
Why?
Because the Salton Sea, the silt is very toxic.
Yeah.
And so as the Salton Sea is drying up, the silt flies into the wind and it becomes toxic dust that if you inhale is almost guaranteed to give you some kind of asthma or lung cancer later in life.
And you go there? Mm-hmm. Why?
I just think it's dope looking. Look at that. I mean, you're seeing all the Burning Man art, but there's such a dope, there's a sick ass bar there called the Ski Inn.
Yeah.
You should look up Ski Inn Bombay
Okay.
Beach. It's got to be one of the best dive bars, I think, in California, if not the country.
Wow, really?
Just look at the inside of it.
Oh, cool. Oh, look at all the bills. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. It's the only bar in town, but
Really?
A little rest after spending the last 2 or 3 hours combing all of the crazy things and art installations I've seen.
skiing's a dope spot. And if you buy enough drinks or food, they'll let you park the RV out front.
You're always an RV guy?
Yeah. RVs are the best because you get to avoid the 3 worst things about American travel. You know what that is?
Hotels?
Rental car facilities,
Okay.
hotel check-in and concierges,
Yeah.
and airports. Those are the 3 most vibe killer things you can be in. The TSA line, the budget line, and then the hotel line.
The budget line, when you land and you're like, sick, I'm in a new town.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, let me go get a car. And you're like, hey, you're actually not going to be at where you want to be for hours.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take a shuttle to the thing and you got to wait for it. So it's like a 15-minute wait. Then you got to get there. So now it's 15 minutes. And then you get there and you're like, I've been in line for an hour and 40 minutes.
And you got to just be around these corporate travelers and just there's certain stuff like the sound of a room key when you scan it. I hate that sound. I hate the sound of, you know what I mean? Just the vibe of a rental car.
Are the RV people all friendly to each other?
No, it's not like Nomadland. Depends where you're at. So RV people, it's 1/3 tweakers.
Oh.
1/3 retirees who want to see every national park, and 1/3 of the homies. You know, so it just depends where you're at. If you're street parking,
Yeah.
if you park next to another RV, they'll come at you like a fucking.
What do you mean?
They'll be like, "Hey, brother, you know this is my spot. You're fucking blowing it up. I've got my girl in there. We're trying to make some money. Get the fuck out of here." You know. The retired people just like. I don't know if they hate you because you're young, but they got a boring vibe. They're like, it was between a house in Florida and an RV, and now we're on the way to see the Grand Canyon. You're like, all
They
right.
just keep selling it to you.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck? Like,
It's like,
we
you're already
just
doing it, lady. It's fine.
then Yosemite, and we're gonna dip back down to Big Bend. But the homies who live in RVs, they're sick.
Yeah.
But they're more hippie oriented. You just got to get used to that. You got to see a dream catcher and a tapestry and not be judgmental. Just be like,
you up.
at least you're not retired.
Yeah, I remember being at one near Gatlinburg, somewhere out there, western Georgia, and it was like, whenever we stopped, they're like, hey, do you know how to empty your fucking tank? And I was like, no. And the guy was like, let me help you. Or like, Philip. He was just like helpful, but I think that was like a retiree guy.
Yeah, one time I was in Tucson and I'm driving around through this place called Barrio Anita, super dense thoroughfare where I'm staying at this like friend's house.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to park my RV into the house, but there was the Blackwater tank had a hole in it. So there was shit water shooting out the side of the RV onto people's cars and onto the homes because it was like one story like cottages like with Spanish adobe architecture. So it was like little Santa Fe looking houses just getting covered in mud and shit water. And it was a full Blackwater tank. So we're saying 30 gallons of waste.
Spraying
So
out
I'm
on.
thinking, I don't know what I'm like, dude. If we shit stain any more houses and cars, our homegirl's not going to let us stay the night because it's obviously disrespectful to the neighborhood. It's a tight knit community. So I hit the gas. I'm like, we're going to go to this parking lot and we're going to empty the entire fucking Blackwater tank just in whatever this nondescript parking lot is. I don't care what ramifications there is for the environment. We have to deal with the situation. So I jump out, there's a little building, like a nondescript, so I thought, building next to where we parked the RV. I pull the lever, shit water, 30 gallons of shit water sprays all over this building and all over the ground. And my homie puts an iPhone flashlight on the building and he's like, bro, we fucked up. And I'm like, what? He's like, this is an elementary school for the deaf and blind.
No.
Yeah.
Their sense of smell is the most.
That's all they have.
The deaf and blind.
Fuck.
You can't get in if you can still smell.
And that was the moment
Still
where I was
see.
like, I said a prayer.
Oh, no.
I asked God for forgiveness. I was like,
What did he say?
He didn't say anything.
Yeah, that's no.
But I could have had
That's a
some
hard
karmic
no.
retribution down the line. But I
That's a
was
hard no
fucking,
from
it
God.
felt like was spiritually cursed from that point forward.
Oh no.
But we also had a new rule after that: no shitting in the RV.
Well, you're right. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah, I was,
No, you're supposed to be able to shit in the RV.
depends.
The bus, no, but the RV, yes.
After that, there was no shitting. Before there was.
So we do like, hey, pull over. I need a rest.
Gas station, sometimes outside.
The Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. They have bad bathrooms though.
Yeah, you just can't shit. If you have, it's like, oh shit, I woke up in the middle of the night. I got to shit. It's like, well, that's not a possible.
You got to go outside the RV and use
Shit on the ground?
pieces of paper to wipe your ass.
Why can't you keep toilet paper around?
We just didn't think that far ahead, dude.
Why is that the rule?
Because if you, I mean, or you could walk to it AM, PM, or 76 if you need toilet paper, but no one needs toilet paper,
This bar does rule.
doesn't it?
Yeah. This bar does rule. Damn, it looks cool. That's the problem with these small towns. It's one thing to do.
And more than
And it's cool, but like that's your option.
yeah, I think that the dive bar or the coffee shop are a good spawn point if you're really trying to figure out. What I'll do is I'll look up the word dive bar.
Yeah.
And I'll look up like what has 1 or 2 star reviews. And I'll see what the reviews are. And if the reviews say like the bartender was a total dick, I'm like, I'm going.
Sweet. Perfect. Perfect. That means you were out of line. You were pushing
Yeah,
him for no reason.
exactly.
He was in the middle of a conversation.
If you got a 5-star rated dive bar, it's like fuck that.
Yeah.
You know,
But
it's like what are
trendy.
the customer is not always right. In fact, they're always wrong in some situations.
Do you find ever that when you go into a town like this, you have to reset, or any town, you have to reset your vibe of like how quick people are going to be and how like, or just like anything like that. Like, it's like I'm in the middle of a conversation, relax. But here in New York, it's like customer first. We got to you know,
Yeah, reset the tones. Also, just reset your expectations for like what kind of people you're going to meet. Like if I go to Ocala, Florida, or somewhere like Valdosta, Georgia, and I go to a dive bar, if I hear some super racist shit, I'm not. You have to just be ready for that.
you just got to be like,
It's like
okay.
what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I go to Boulder, Colorado, I have to be okay talking to someone in like full tie-dye, like trap, like parachute pants and shit, and be like, you know what? It's all good. I'm not gonna make. I'm sitting wearing tie-dye. But, I'm not gonna.
This is your culture.
I'm not gonna get cringed out.
Right.
If somebody is telling me about their acid trip and how they talk to God. If I'm in where I'm from, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
But if I'm in that environment, I'm like hearing them out.
Like this is where they are. So
Yeah.
you have to like, okay.
The funniest thing is the fake racists, though.
What do you mean? So I think Austin has that.
When someone is trying to be racist, okay, let me put this the best way. A fake racist will say something so specific that they can't be racist because they grew up around like a ton of black and brown people. So someone who is fake racist will be like, man, I hate how Cambodians are always gangbanging, or like how they always play music loud on the back of the bus. You'd have to grow up in the inner city to know that. So you're being a fake racist. A real racist will say something that makes no sense.
Right.
I was in Fredericksburg the other day, and there was a real racist. And I asked him, I was like, he's like, what's your girlfriend's name? I was like, my girlfriend's name is Jamaica, because they named her after that.
Jamaica?
Yeah, and she's white. And he was like, man, there's too many white people getting influenced by black shit, especially around here. He goes, feels like everybody around here is a white Rasta. And I realized you have to be racist to think that, because there's no fucking white Rastas in Fredericksburg, Texas.
You just saw somebody with dreads once.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real racists will like take one interaction they've had in their whole life and make it their identity. Fake racists are like saying things.
Right.
That
It's like that's actually not a problem where you live.
Right.
You saw it or you're afraid of it, but it's not even a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fake racists will yeah.
Fake racists are white guys who are from the inner city who aren't racist, who are trying to sound racist to make friends with people who are racist.
I think there's that. We're trying to fit in with racism.
Yeah.
That's definitely got the Austin vibe, even though they all forget like Austin's the most liberal city in Texas.
Yeah, it's a big thing in Nashville too, and just the whole.
They think that's what's expected of them.
Yeah. Exactly, that's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
It's like code switching to someone who's
Code switching. Yeah, coding's a new thing.
Yeah, I mean, I do it all the time when I'm trying to get interviews locked in.
You talk like them?
Yeah,
So what do you do now that you're not like making fun of people?
a whole bunch of different shit, dude. Real reporting.
Okay. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I still just fucking covering social issues and stuff, but I'm relaunching All Gas, and it's going to be funny. I'm going to an adult baby gathering in 2 days.
Explain that.
Adults who dress as babies.
I love that.
And they have a mom who comes over and puts a pacifier in and gives them almond milk out of a bottle. And the technical name of the community is Adult Baby Diaper Lover, ABDL. And it's been a hard shell to crack. But
Wow. I mean, so how do you talk to them without making fun of them? You just let them
you
be
just
them.
don't say anything. I'm curious if they're going to be happy or angry babies, though. Because it'd be really funny if one of them had like a tantrum.
Angry babies.
Because babies aren't just happy. I mean, they're
Like that?
yeah.
Listen, you found what you're into. So it's like, fucking go for it.
You
Do
don't
they
think-
fuck? I mean, this chick looks like she fucks.
I'm
But
more
with like a dirty diaper.
I'm more wondering if they shit.
In the diaper.
Well, and that's a big part of being a baby, is taking
Shitting.
shits.
It's a big part of it. They pretty much only eat shit and sleep.
Yeah, and they get angry. So I'll be upset if they remove the diaper to poo, or if they just are always smiling and laughing.
You ever shit in a diaper
As a child?
as an adult?
No, have you?
Yeah. I had to pay off a bet.
Oh,
I had to wear a diaper all day. We got one change. That was it. So I pissed and shit and then used that as a change.
when you shit in a diaper, does it kind of composite smear all over your butt cheeks, or
does
it have a little area that can rest in?
No, I mean it sags, but if you'd walk around it, it would do. But there was definitely a little composite because you're not wiping.
Where'd
You're
you
not
go?
sprint-
Where'd you go when you had shit butt?
Into my shower.
Oh no, you didn't go out to the coffee shop.
No.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, if I had to shit again, then I'd be fucked because no changes. You only get the one change.
If I had to go out though, I'd be like blaming other people like immediately. You know, I'd be like, dude, someone in here fucking stinks.
That's what Joey Diaz does with weed in his hotel room. They're like, "Sir, you smoking?" He's like, "No, I smell it though." Like, tell whoever that is to stop, and he just keeps lighting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he'll light up again, and he'll call down and be like, "Hey, they're doing it again."
Most
Whoever it is.
most adult babies, I know, they say they've had rough childhoods, and they want to redo it, heal wounds
Adult baby diaper lover.
by
Yeah.
being adult babies because their childhood was traumatic in some way. So they're like, if I become a baby now,
Yeah.
then
Oh, interesting. So you're just gonna meet him and say like, "What's your deal?"
well, I'm going to one of their play dates.
Are you gonna dress up?
No, I could get a binky or something, but I'm not going to wear a diaper
Why not?
because I'm not an adult baby. That would be kind of cultural appropriation, don't you think?
It would sort of be that.
Because they probably got their own intricacies and
You
nuances of
can't
their
just show up
community.
here and be one of us, dude.
Especially with the cameras rolling.
the
It's like
cameras
me
rolling.
going to film a gang and wearing
Yeah.
a fucking red rag on my head and being like, "What's up, blood?" They'd be like, "You're
Yeah.
fugazi."
Damn, that's a world. What about Furbies?
Furries?
Yeah.
They're
Furries.
chill. They're chill.
Not
they're,
Furby. That's a different
they're
thing.
not as interesting to me as the adult babies, though.
Why?
Well, because the furry fandom is like connected to anime, and I like furries. I've always stood up for them
Yeah.
because everyone thinks they want to fuck dogs and stuff.
No, you want to get fucked like a dog.
Yeah, or they call it whiffing. It's when furries have sex with no genital contact. But the furries, the sex thing is not a big part of the furry lore. Like when I first went to Midwest Fur Fest in 2019, I remember like this furry checked me right off the bat because I was like, "What's the freaky furry shit that y'all do?" And he was like, "Bro, this is not about that." And they almost revoked my press pass. But I'm happy that furry came up to me and said, "What's up?" because that modified my line of questioning to get to the real meat and potatoes of the fandom.
It's not sexual.
It can be for some, but they had it even divided where they had like a 21 plus, not safe for work, furry zone, and then they had a more wholesome furry zone. A lot of them have Asperger's and autism, and they have a hard time maintaining eye contact and having regular conversations. So reverting to like a childlike animal state and getting to make animal sounds and say, "Hello, my name's Doppio. Can I
that
pet
way
you?"
don't- What?
Helps them.
So you don't have to like live like a person. You don't have to like do regular staring people in the eye shit.
When you're a furry, instead of having eyes, the fursuits have holes that have their own eyes that are googly eyes. So you can have interactions without the awkwardness of looking at somebody. And I have a hard time with eye contact too. Not if it's someone like you, but someone who I don't know, I've never seen. Sometimes I look at them and I'm like,
"Why are you looking at me?"
yeah, I like looking at the ground.
I wore this mask out the other day. Yeah,
That's
with the
dope,
whole,
dude.
With the whole outfit, yeah, Diablo woman mask. But anyway, I felt like so removed from people. I was just staring at people in the street, passing by, and I was like, I'm in like a nice bubble.
Yeah, dude, wearing a mask rules.
It rules.
I think that's why so many people have like held on to the mask shit from 2020. I don't think it's not just
Cover it.
germ freak stuff. I think it's like a social
a
crush.
little bit anonymous.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Where do you want to go? Morocco.
Back to Southeast Asia. After this season of what's that goddamn show called that took place in the Philippines?
Amazing Race? No,
No.
White Lotus.
Yeah, after White Lotus, I want to go to Thailand. I fell for the marketing. They have to have subsidized that show in some way because I'm like all about it.
I haven't watched it. I've heard about it, though, and it seems like everybody's way
it's
in.
dope, dude.
Really?
Asia, it'd be cool. I mean, I want to go to North Korea real bad, but they said I can't go.
You're too look upable.
No, not even that. They just after the Otto warm beer incident where that poor guy from Ohio like obviously got tortured to death or something up there.
Yeah.
They don't let Americans in, but they've reopened for tourism.
What's auto warm beer?
Otto is a guy named Otto warm beer. He was an American tourist who had this. He signed up for this shit called Young Pioneer Tours, which is like the cutting edge tourism. If you want to go somewhere really dangerous, like Syria right now, you can go with the Young Pioneer. They'll take you.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he went with Young Pioneer Tours, and allegedly, this is according to North Korea.
North Korea, Middle East, North Korea tourists. Damn.
Yeah, this place is legit. Allegedly, Otto stole like a propaganda poster from his hotel room, and they caught him trying to
Right.
take it to the airport. So they held him there, and they basically brought him back to America as like a vegetable to his family. In
Yeah,
Ohio.
when they finally gave him back, they were like, "Oh, he's done.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not gonna fully kill him, but like,
Yeah, and so North Korea's narrative is that he caught some kind of parasite that his immune system wasn't, used to handling.
but they just tortured him until he was veggie."
The
Or
U.S.
they put
narrative
some-
is that he was tortured into a vegetative state. But so basically, Young Pioneer Tours has reopened their North Korean travel. See,
Yeah.
but Americans can't do it now. They can't go to North Korea for any reason
Why?
because of the auto incident. They just they feel like it's just a recipe for disaster. I don't know. They just don't. They're not ready. So I'm going to send my Mexican correspondent Josue to North Korea, which is going to be fucking hilarious. He might be the first Mexican in North Korean history, right?
Yeah, but Michael Malice went. I've had a few people I know go, or one.
What
And
do-
Henry Rollins went, but they were like, "Hey," but this was before the auto warm beer. But he was like, "You can't find out that he's Henry Rollins." Somebody was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He goes, "Shut the fuck up, man. Don't call attention to me." How are they gonna film out there?
You can film
You can,
in the 4 places they let you go.
right?
The hotel, it's like they curate the whole experience to where there's no way that you could see an authentic North Korean person when you're traveling there.
Experience city life in Lviv and Kiev. See how life continues amid war.
Lviv has been chilled the whole war.
Really?
I've been there during the war.
Is Kiev bad or?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was supposed to be like Berlin 2.0 before the war, with parties, all night dancing.
Yeah.
And then things kind of fucked up, and now Athens is like Berlin 2.0. Athens, Greece.
Athens.
Yeah.
Rules. Have you been there?
No, I just heard it's sick as fuck.
I mean, dude, you talking about painting train cars up.
Yeah, my homie Merch from LA, shout out to him. He's a graffiti writer. He
Yeah.
just went to Athens. He was like, I've never had more fun anywhere in my
Graffiti
entire life.
writer, not artist?
Difference, yeah.
What's the difference?
A graffiti writer is a tagger at heart, a vandal, someone embracing more fundamental elements of the culture. A graffiti artist is generally more concerned with marketing themselves to galleries, collaborating with brands, that kind of
Whoa, interesting. Or it's just those big big.
Yeah, because graffiti is supposed to be at odds with private property. It's all about, Street art and graffiti are different. A graffiti writer and a graffiti artist are also different.
Are those all part of street art?
Street art would be at odds with graffiti in every way. But there's some who have, like, for street art would be wheat pasting, stencils, legalized murals. That's why sometimes you'll see, especially on like the different fault lines of the class war, like in Bushwick or Bed-Stuy, you'll see graffiti writers doing big fill-ins over murals.
To say fuck off?
Yeah, because
I always thought it was so
street art.
rude.
Street art is kind of a corporate and state tool to like make a place look edgy. Normally, it's like a sanitized way. It's basically like the commercial hybrid of graffiti. And
Yeah.
graffiti is supposed to say "fuck you."
I do like street art. I do like a mural.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I like
do
murals
like
too.
a painting instead of a brick wall. It's like, well, paint it up nice. Make it look.
Yeah.
Put some art on there.
But a lot of graffiti writers see street artists as not paying their dues in the graffiti world. For example,
Yeah.
a lot of the really respected street artists, like Barry McGee, for example,
Yeah,
he
heard of him.
began as a graffiti writer. So he has so much respect that street art is kind of his like magnum opus. Like he's allowed to do murals because he has the respect because he's paid his dues to the culture first.
He already showed you could do the illegal stuff.
Yeah, well, decades. Whereas some people just go straight to street art, city commission murals,
Yeah.
stuff like that, doing Ace Hotel lobby artwork, and
Right.
without ever paying their dues to graph.
Interesting.
And graffiti created street art. So it's kind of seen as like, you know what I mean?
Interesting. You got to like show that you earned it.
If you look up like war on murals,
Yeah.
like you can see it, like what I'm talking about. Like graffiti, you know what I mean?
The War Murals Project? No.
Oh, like just say like graffiti writers versus murals.
Okay.
Oh, you can see it right there.
Oh, interesting. So they're fucking with this thing. They're like,
Yeah,
nah.
basically, yeah. Like this is kind of a example.
So they're not just. Oh, okay. I always thought they were doing this just to be like, I need a wall to paint on, but
No.
they're really like. So if there was a brick wall, they'd leave that alone.
Yes.
They
No,
only-
they would paint a brick wall too, but this is a statement because probably this wall that got mural on it
Yeah.
probably had graffiti on it before.
Oh.
The city they don't do this anymore. What the city, especially New York, used to do is they would take walls and spots that are like big spots for graffiti writers, and they say, okay, since it's like a diss for graffiti writers to go on top of each other, we're going to commission a mural here, and that's going to stop the graffiti problem.
And then those guys, the
The
writers,
taggers,
are like,
have caught on and been like, no, this is our wall, this is our spot. So I guarantee you, none of the taggers who have tagged on this mural
Yeah.
came together.
They all just saw it and be like,
Yeah,
fuck off.
but it's a shared philosophy.
Interesting. So it's really like protest.
Pretty
I always just
much.
thought it was just a rude way to like fuck up something nice.
It's protesting the bastardization or commercialization of graffiti. And once I tell you that, when you walk around, you'll see it a lot more.
Yeah, I bet.
But like I said, if this muralist was someone that was like a well-respected tagger first, nobody would touch it.
Interesting. I always thought they were trying to add their name to something beautiful too. And it was just like, oh, let me get in on this.
No way.
No. Oh, that's something. That's
Yeah.
cool. I learned something. You got any travel tips?
For America?
Yeah. Or anywhere in general.
I mean, it's going to sound cliche, but just keep an open mind, man. You know, just like try to it's good to be safe, but try to let go of preconceived notions about places, you know, and just have an open mind. Like when I first went to Nebraska, my first thought was like, this place is going to suck. It's like a punchline.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I'm in Omaha for a week or two. I'm like, I'm having a good time.
Omaha underrated too.
Yeah.
Milwaukee underrated. Omaha underrated.
Omaha is dope, dude.
Did you go to the? I didn't get there. Chef Boyardee statue?
No. Is he a real person that lived?
I don't know. I might be wrong about this.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not.
you're right.
Okay, Alice Obscura.
Wow, he's a real guy. But
What?
his name, okay, okay, I get it.
Boyardee.
I'm on to it here.
Ettore Boyardee.
He anglicized his name.
Or maybe they did. Like, no one's going to be able to understand what Boyardee.
A lot of big titans of the industry are from Omaha. You know, Warren Buffett's still out there.
Warren Buffett's still eating the same McDonald's every day, right? That can't be right.
That can't be true.
That can't be true.
He just says that for credibility.
Yeah, no way. Keep an open mind. It will help you do a lot of stuff.
Keeping an open mind is crucial.
Yeah.
I would tell people who want to travel internationally,
Yeah.
do it. But if you're American, give America a shot first. Try to learn your own backyard a little bit better before you try to find yourself elsewhere. Because if you're American, you will learn a lot from understanding the ins and outs of this place.
It is interesting they call America like one thing. Like when you're like, oh, Americans are this. Like, Americans, hold on. Like, Nebraska is so much different than New Yorkers.
Oh, yeah. It's like 50 countries,
And
man.
Cali and all these stuff. Yeah, it's like, it's almost insulting to be like.
Yeah.
That's what I try to take in other places where I'm like, what's Vietnam like? Like, where? Like Ho Chi Minh, and I've never been to Hanoi, but Ho Chi Minh is like, Hanoi is supposedly way more French.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you can't really sum them up together.
And probably if you ask a Vietnamese person, like, what's the difference between Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi? Like two different planets.
Yeah, they're like, oh, they suck. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say, like,
Keep an open mind is not bad.
America could heal by exploring itself,
That's funny, too, because a lot of people are like, there's a stereotype, like Americans don't go anywhere. They just stay in America. They do all their Grand Canyon. They do all their American travel. Hawaii instead of, like, DR.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but then I guess people, like, then only go out and don't actually explore America.
Yeah, American travel rules. It's the best. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And you can still live the RV dream here. You're free.
Yeah.
Ain't no highway culture in Switzerland. I took a road trip once from Warsaw all the way to Lviv, Ukraine, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to check out the truck stop towns and see like the highway culture.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, they don't have that out there.
Really? They don't?
No, they don't have the little rinky-dink trucker towns and biker shit. This is the frontier still, and it won't be that way forever.
Where's Warsaw?
Warsaw is in the center of Poland.
Oh.
Krakow's at the bottom.
Yeah, there it is.
Auschwitz is somewhere in
looking at
between. I went to
Russia.
Auschwitz.
Fun?
They had a gift shop there. Isn't that fucked
Nice
up?
joke. Yeah, it is.
No, I saw the gift shop at the end of it, and I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Thankfully, the stuff there was like tasteful.
It wasn't like, it should be like vials for your tears.
Yeah,
So you can show it off. Like, I cried when I saw it.
It really was depressing though. But I feel like I had to see that during the Poland trip.
There's that grief tourism that I just try to steer clear of.
Yeah,
I went to the killing fields in Cambodia,
you see the tree where they like bash the infants.
and it's like you just feel like shit afterwards.
You're also like, fuck, what am I doing here?
Yeah,
You know, like if the infants are in heaven, they're probably like, get out of there, dude.
get out, beat
Piece
it.
of shit.
There's a who's the guy from Narcos?
Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, and so that prison he built for himself is now like an old age home, but everyone goes there for tourism, and there's signs like, "Hey guys, that guy fucking sucked. Quit taking pictures here."
Yeah. So there's signs that remind you that he was.
Yeah,
blew up in
he
an airliner.
sucked. Also, don't litter.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he killed a lot of people.
He like destroyed Colombia.
Yeah, but then he built some soccer fields, so everyone's like,
Oh, I want
he
to
rules.
visit the FARC rebels in the jungles of Colombia. You know, the guerrillas.
Yeah,
They've been holding it down. They're like still doing their shit. My uncle's wife, Adriana, she's Colombian and she hates these dudes.
sounds hot.
Yeah, she hates these dudes. I'm not sure like if
They gave them amnesty and then revoked the amnesty and said, "Nah, we're gonna kill you." Actually,
Yeah, I heard they're pretty fucked up. I thought they were badass.
Yeah.
And I asked her one time, I'm like, are they badass? She was like, no.
what do you mean? What are they?
Like I said, like, they just kind of stab you in the back type shit.
Ooh, yeah. There was this leader that gave them all said, "Hey, if you turn your guns in, we're gonna call it. You're fine." And then they did, but everyone's like, "No way, those guys killed my brother."
Yeah, yeah.
And they go, all right, actually, let's kill him. And they go, "Wait, we only turned our guns in because you said amnesty." And they go, yeah, we're rethinking that.
Damn.
Yeah,
They control a lot of different areas.
yeah. You think they fight with each other?
Probably.
Probably, right? And then they go all the way. So right here, down below that is Ecuador, and
Yeah.
so they bleed into Ecuador, and that's where all the fucking drugs and shit comes into.
Oh, there's a lot of drugs there.
Yeah, and it's like the most unsafe part of Ecuador, also where the black people are, but
Guayaquil?
unrelated.
Is it Guayaquil?
No,
Quito?
Guayaquil sucks.
I
But
heard it
that's
sucks
the
ass.
capital. No, this is like the north in the playas and like the
Yeah.
beaches, but it's like that's where the slave ships got wrecked and they just washed up as free people.
Because it was a wreck of the slave ships?
Yeah, and so they washed
Holy
up,
shit.
and Ecuador's like, "You're cool. You can be free if you want."
They got lucky with that one.
Yeah, and so but those areas are now all black, but the violence is unrelated to that.
Yeah.
It's all these people. Damn. What would you do with them? Would you interview them?
Yeah. I speak fluent Spanish, so I want to try to work that muscle as much as I can.
You're not afraid they'd like get at you?
No. Maybe after this podcast.
Yeah,
As I said, they weren't badass,
yeah.
which is probably like the worst thing you can say about a group like that.
Dude, can you take that back about us not being badass?
Yeah, Fark, I take you back. You guys are so badass and cool, man.
No, I said you're not badass. I think I needed a better word for how badass you are.
Exactly.
Badass doesn't quite convey it. All right, Andrew. It was great.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Well, that is the episode, everybody. Once again, that's at andrew.me on Instagram. Instagram is at channel5 for his news show and at All Gas No Break Show. Plus his website, channel5.news. Thank you very much for Your Mom's House Network for producing this episode and Alan Caffey for editing. What else have I got to say? Nothing. Get your You Be Trippin shirts at the bottom of the screen or Spotify, wherever you're watching or listening. Please subscribe. And if you're out doing your travels, please consider subscribing into the You Be Trippin Pod Instagram account, at You Be Trippin Pod. Please tag us wherever you're going and pick up a sticker. Pick up a sticker. There's a 6-pack of stickers right now on the website, arishaffir.com. You know, put up a You Be Trippin sticker in someplace crazy and tag the Instagram account. That's it. Next week, everybody, Ryan O'Neill from Danish O'Neill, the Pride of Valparaiso, on to talk about Cambodia. Or is it Poland? No, Cambodia. He'll be on a bunch of times. That's it, everybody. Trippy Awards are coming soon. Got a bunch of nominees. This episode will not be one of them because I fucked up. I've proven to be one of the longest standing and worst podcast hosts in the history of the art form. Constantly leaving stuff on the table. Anyway, again, get the You Be Trippin shirt. That's it, I think. Trippy Awards, if you have a nominee for Best Episode for this year, 2025, Best Episode, Best Food, Best Sexual Adventure, Best Drugs, Worst Move, Worst Trip, I think that's O'Connor. He's got to be Worst Trip. I think he's got that locked up. Anything from 2025, please leave in the comments on YouTube. You're a nominee. That's it, everybody. Get out there, get your passports, travel, do something fun. Get out of America. Don't be like Andrew. Get out of America. All right, till next week. I'm Ari Shaffir, saying, see you out there. I did not know that about the Maryland accent.